In ER diagram, the next point we have to study is about constraints. We know that constraints means condition. So, one important constraint that we are going to study is about the mapping cardinality. Mapping cardinality constraint is also called cardinality ratio. We said about entities, relationship, entity set, relationship set, etc. Suppose if you have two entity sets are there, let it be student and instructor. Suppose they are related to each other using relationship set advisor. So the same example we already studied. Here the next point we have to study is how many number of entities in one set is related to the number of entities in another set. For example, if you are taking one student from a student entity set, if you are taking one instructor from the instructor set, we know that the relationship is the advisor. Suppose if you are taking the flow from student to teacher, we want to take, suppose if one student has many advisors or one student has one advisor, that is the flow from student towards the instructor. The next one is the flow from instructor to student, that is whether one instructor has advisor of many students or one instructor is advisor of only one student. So in that manner we want to consider or we want to express the number of entities to which another entity can be associated in a relationship. And it is very much advantage or it is very much useful whenever we are describing about a binary relationship. So binary relationship is the relationship between exactly two entity set. So if you are taking any entities from each entity set, we want to count how many number of entities the other entity is related, and that is called the mapping cardinality or cardinality ratio. In the case of binary relationship, the mapping cardinality can be any one of the following four categories. The first one is 1 to 1, the second one is 1 to many, next one is many to 1, next is many to many. Okay, so they are the four different types of cardinalities that can be expressed in the case of binary relationship. So we will study each one in detail. What is the meaning of 1 to 1? Suppose A and B are two entity sets. Suppose A is one entity set, B is another entity set. Okay. Suppose they are connected by using a relationship. This is in ER diagram we will study how a relationship is denoted. A diamond symbol is used for representing the relationship. So A is one entity set, B is another entity set. Okay. Then we want to show, we said that the two entity sets are related by using any one relationship. So for example, let A be the student or B be the instructor. So if you are taking any one entity from this A and any one entity from this B, a one-to-one relationship means if you take any entity from this entity set A, it is associated with only exactly one entity in B. That is called one-to-one relationship. So any entity in A is associated with at most one entity in B. At most means maximum one. 0 means there may be no relationship or there may be at most one relationship. So that is called that that is the meaning of one-to-one relationship. For example, if I am taking A as the set of students, let it be the students entity, let it be the instructor entity, I am representing entity set. let it be the instructor entity set, and the relationship between them be the advisor, A advisor. So if you are taking one student from student advisor, if he has only one instructor in instructor set, then it is called one-to-one. And if you are taking one instructor from this one, if he has only one student, suppose if he is advisor of only one student, then it is also called one-to-one cardinality or one-to-one relationship. The next one is called one-to-many relationship. One-to-many. One-to-many means if you take any one entity from this entity set, suppose it is related to multiple entities in the second entity set. Okay, so we can take this one as, suppose I am taking the relationship from instructor to student. The relationship is taking as advisor. So if you are taking any one advisor, any one instructor, he has many students. He may be the advisor of many students. So we all know, suppose here I am taking example of our college. And suppose I be the set of all the instructors who are from MCA department. As me set of all the students in our college, I mean in MCA department. If I am taking any one instructor here, let it be me. I am one instructor in the entity set instructor. If you are taking any one student, or if you are taking the students of our college, MCA department college, in our college, I may be the advisor of many students. We all know that 30 students have only one advisor. So if you are taking from instructor to the students, one instructor may be the advisor of many students. But if you are taking any one student, if you are taking the opposite one, what will be the meaning? If you are taking any student of MCA department, he or she will have only one instructor. So if you are taking this example, the mapping from I to S, that is instructor from S, is it may be one-to-many. That is one instructor from in our department will have many students. He may be the advisor of many students. So that type of relationship is called one-to-many relationship. One-to-many means entity A. Suppose if you are commonly taking A and B are two entities set, in an entity in A is associated with multiple, any number of 0 or more. One-to-many. Many means it can be 0 or more. A is associated with 0 or more entities of B. And B may be associated with one-to-many. The one part is many, one part is one. So one-to-many means if you are taking from A to B, always you have to take from A to B. If you are taking any one entity in A, it has 0 or more. It is related to, associated with 0 or more. Many means 0 or more entities in B. But if you are taking one entity is in B, it is associated with at most one entity in A. So that is the meaning of what to say, one-to-many relationship. So always you have to take, this is the A part, this is a part of A, this is the part of B. Okay. So one-to-many means if you are taking one entity in A, it is associated with many entities in B. But what about the reverse order? If you are taking one entity in B, then it has only exactly one related to at most one entity in A. So that is one-to-many and many-to-one. One-to-many means from A to B associated with A, 0 or more association will be there in the case of B. From B to A, if you are taking one entity, each time you have to consider one entity. One entity in B, it is associated with, here one is there. That means maximum one association will be there. So that is the meaning of one-to-many relationship. So as I said, if you are taking the same example which I explained here from the communication, the relationship between instructor and students, from instructor to students, it is one-to-many. That is, one instructor will have many students. That is, one instructor may be the advisor of many students. But if you take one student, he has only one advisor will be there. So that is maximum one advisor will be there. So that is the meaning of one-to-many relationship. So we will show the one-to-one relationship like this. One-to-one. A is one entity set, B is another entity set. So A has different entities, B has different entities. One-to-one means if you take any one entity in entity set A, at most one, it is associated with at most one entity in B. So maximum one association will be there. So in this case, A is associated with exactly 1, A2 is associated with exactly 1, A3 is associated with exactly 1. In the case of A4, it is not associated with any 1. So maximum 1 is there. So 0 is also possible. Here means A4 is not associated with any entity in B. So that is the meaning of one-to-one relationship. One-to-many relationship means if this part is 1, this part can be many. Many means 0 or more. So if you take A, it 1 to many. If you take any one entity in A, let it be A1. It is associated with 0 or more. Here it is associated with 2 entities in B. If you take A2, associated with 2 entities in B. Associated with the A3, it is related to 1. 1 means, in the case of B, 1 to many means, in this side, many means 0 or more. That is, it may not be associated, or it may be associated with 1, it may be associated with 2, it may be associated with 3, and like that. But whenever we are taking from B to A, what is the condition in the case of one to many? If you take any one entity, it is associated with only 1. If you take any one entity, it is associated with only 1 here, like that. The next one is many to 1. Many to 1 means that if you take any one entity in A, it is associated with exactly one entity in B. So I always say this is the part A, this is the part, here the part is B. So if you are taking this relationship, many to 1. So if you take any one entity in A, exactly one entity, it is related to exactly one entity in B. But if you take any one entity in B, this side is many. So it may be associated with 0 or more entities in A. So as an example, an instructor may be advised. So if you are taking this one as instructor and this one as student, this is instructor I, this is instructor Z, this is student Z. So if you are taking from instructor to student, it is many to 1. So it is not, it is from student to entity. So here we can write with example from the entity set S to entity set I. S means set of students, I means set of instructors. So this is a many to 1 relationship. That is, from this part, this is taken as A. Set of, if you take any one student, he will have only one instructor. Okay, many to 1. And if you are taking any one instructor, this side may be many. That is, there may be some instructor in our department who is not the advisor of any student. It is also possible. Or if you are taking any one, some instructor, any other instructor, he or she will have maybe the advisor of many students. Okay, so that is the meaning of many to 1. And the next one is many to many. Many to many means in both sides many to many. If you take any one advisor of A, it is associated with one or more occurrence or one or more entities. It is associated with one or more entities in B. If you take any one entity set in B, the other side is also many. It may be associated with one or more, 0 or more entity sets in A. So always remember, many means 0 or more, 1 means at most 1. So this is the meaning of many to 1. Many advisor, many, suppose it is many entities is associated with 1. Okay. So exactly in B, it may be, in the case of B, it may have minimum 1 entity, it may be association must be there. This is 1 to many. If you taking any one here, many, it is associated with many. That is 0 or more is okay. In the case of many to many, if you take any one, it is associated with 0 or more occurrence. If you're taking any one entity in B, 0 or more, associated with 0 or more entities in A also. So that is the meaning of the mapping cardinalities. So mapping cardinality means, as I said, what is mapping cardinality? This will give the ratio, or it will express the number to which one entity in one entity set is associated with other entities in the other entity set. So there are mainly its main advantages in the case of binary relationship, and here there are 4 major different types of cardinalities are there, which is also called cardinality ratio: 1 to 1, 1 to many, many to 1, many to many.